Thinking about it.
It's
That's
live.
right.
It's thinking about it.
It is live.
I
Let's
think we're
give.
live.
The marvelous
We
duo
are
is
live. Let's give it a
live.
minute here and get some people in.
That's true. That's true.
It is live.
Hey, everybody, we're back.
We're
Mhm.
back.
I love this show so much that I'm actually taping the NFL Hall of Fame.
What?
Wow. That's hey.
Yay.
Keep them off.
You don't know how much of a fanatic I am about football.
Yes, I do.
This show is very important. You know, hey, welcome everybody to the marvelous duo. You know, these two right here. These two right here are it.
Marvelous. We're marvelous.
They are marvelous. You have Lady Poole, you have Captain Drew, and
Marvelous.
I'm Batman.
I got it.
And we are.
Do the surprise. Do the surprise.
We are.
Give me the more. Wow! That's what I'm talking
I
about.
love it.
That's right, peoples. We're moving up in the world.
That's right.
Right. We hope you guys liked our new intro. Thanks to a very, very good friend of mine, Jason. And
So
I will
this is the props, Jay.
I will post his link in the comments below here after the show, so you guys can go check out his page. And he does some really good work. You guys can see what he's put out. But you know, him and his friend did our logo, they did our intro music, and I love it. He did great. It's simple. We like to keep things simple, and I give my boy my props. We've been friends since high school, so you know I gotta support him.
Do it again. Do it again.
Let
One more
me
time.
tell
One
you
more time.
We're not doing it again. We're not doing it again.
In the Drew, do it. Just do it.
Just
Do it again. Do it
Just
again.
do it. One more time.
y'all are a mess.
Bam!
Y'all are a mess.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think
That's
me and
legit.
Drew are like 5-year-olds because we did it like
That's really what y'all are. Y'all are 5-year-olds.
That's
Yeah,
Thank you, Jason.
yesterday.
Thank you, Jason. And
Yes,
look-
thank
look
you,
tight, 'cause
thank
we're
you.
gonna come back for some more.
Yes, thank you, Jason. I've already given him some other stuff
Thank
to
you,
plan for us,
Jason.
but he's great. Like I
It's
said,
pretty.
I'll post
It's
his link
pretty.
in the
It's so pretty. Look at it. It's pretty. It's
I'll post his link in the bio here after the show, so you guys can go check out his website. But yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it.
How's everybody's weekend been? What's been going on?
My weekend's good. I did see Jungle Cruise, which is good. I did see Suicide Squad. I am telling you, Suicide Squad is a good movie and it's funny. I mean, past all the other stuff, but it is hilarious. I can't go into detail, but if you want to see a funny movie, go see Suicide Squad. And
I will say I didn't finish watching it, and we're not gonna go into much detail about it. I watched the first 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't stop laughing. Like, it's dumb, but it's like good dumb.
let me tell you something.
It's like the Guardians, but a little more language and a little more serious.
Well, put it this way. Drew was texting me while he was watching.
I was.
Because I had watched it first. I was up at 2-something in the morning. I was like, hold up, it's out. I streamed that sucker so quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it, go see seen it. You know, you can catch it on HBO Max, or of course it's in theaters. We will go over that show and discuss it more next week, just to give some of you guys time to go watch it. We do spoilers, but we at least give y'all a chance to go see it before we give the spoilers, you know. So,
although I do wish Lily would have seen it because I was bugging her about it.
I started watching it. I had to cook dinner. I started watching it.
It's good,
but
it's good. I liked it, and I think Marvel's not that it's going to endanger Marvel by far, but DC is going to be a little better with these things. And
yes, I agree.
They got more stuff in line.
Not gonna, because now you got the what ifs coming out, and that's gonna. I think that's gonna blow a whole bunch of people's minds away.
Mm-hmm.
I truly do. Last movie project, show project for Chadwick Boseman. God bless you.
His voice.
Yeah, I think from some of the previews and stuff that I've seen, I think Marvel again is going to just knock this out the park.
It's pretty much
knock this out the park.
I heard that it's pretty much everyone's in it except for some of the majors like RDJ, Chris Evans, Brie Larson. Some of the majors they can't do it; they're doing other stuff. But for pretty much the majority of it is everybody.
It like I said, it looks really. It does really look good. Hold on, let me the Batman, the Halloween, whatever cartoon that came out. That's all I have to say.
Okay, good.
And I'm a Batman fan.
Okay.
Well, with that being said, of the what if side of it, we do have a quick 1 minute trailer that we want to show you guys for what if. So Drew, if you want to put our disclaimer there on the bottom, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll get that started for you.
Yo.
Reality is not a straight line. Every passing moment is a chance for a new offshoot, a new variation. In fact, there are more realities than you can possibly fathom. An infinite number of what-ifs. I'm Jeffrey Wright, and as the voice of the Watcher in Marvel's What If, I can see what few others can. The totality of the multiverse across all time and space. The stories you thought you knew are nothing like you remember. Familiar faces.
Who are you?
In unfamiliar roles.
Star-Lord!
A captain.
Women aren't soldiers.
Howard, get ready. Agent Carter!
No one expected. And foes who became friends. Wow, I did not see that coming.
And there you guys have it. That is gonna be what if. And yes, it's gonna be amazing.
30 minutes of pure fun.
Yes. So each episode is gonna be about 30 minutes. And so far I've seen there's 10 episodes. And it looks like they've already got greenlit for a season 2. Yes.
I used to love the what ifs. Me and True used to love the what ifs. When we were I'm still reading comics. Well, I think we're both are reading comics, but we love the what ifs. Because some of the stuff you didn't see coming.
I knew of it. I knew that it was they had comics. I never seen any of them or read any of them, but definitely looked up some stuff about it, and it's pretty interesting because there's always, no matter what, if it's Marvel or whatever, but there's always in that back of your mind, like, what if this turned out differently? And that's what they're bringing to the table. They're showing you if things had changed and it was the other way around. Just a little bit how slightly things could have dominoed. I remember they did probably 20 years ago. Yeah. And remember the Phoenix, the what if with Phoenix?
Number 27. Yes, sir.
Oh man, that was just awesome.
What if she had not died? Yeah.
You're right. What if she had not died? Long story short, she ate a universe and ate up the earth too. So there you go.
And yeah, everyone died. So everyone died. So next story. Yeah.
So with on the topic of what if, we already know the first episode of What If is gonna be with Captain Carter. So
yes, I can't wait to see this.
So far from what we can tell or what we can see, it's basically her as Captain America, but she's Captain Carter. She still has the Howling Commandos with her. We could kind of see, here that it has some of the people that we know, including Bucky. So he's going to be there. Steve, however, is, I don't want to say he's an Iron Man. I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he's in an iron suit. I'll just say that. He's in an iron suit. They didn't in the trailer for him, they didn't really say what he's supposed to be. But it's kind of tables have turned. She's, Captain Carter, and he's kind of like Iron Man, but he's not Iron Man. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, that would be wild. That truly would be wild. Man, because I know y'all don't like a little pats on the back, but if y'all were behind these production meeting people, if y'all know what they are going through, just sit there to entertain and give you information. Even Ms. Williams, the producer, the boss, who's tried to fire me 7, 8, 20 times. If y'all know what they go through to make sure this show gets off without a hitch, y'all would be truly amazed. Please, please, please watch this show. That's all I got to say.
What he said.
So What If Guys will be out on Wednesday the 11th. So be ready. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to come out at like 3 a.m. in the morning, how everything else has been coming out. But it seems like Marvel's taking a new direction here. It looks like they're going for Wednesdays now, like they did with Loki. So I don't know what that's about. And it might be because we do have so many movies coming out, I think, in the span of the show. Because we have
next year too.
Well, I mean, there's 10 episodes, so I'm assuming that we're gonna get an episode a week. With this, if I mean,
I didn't know it was going to be 10. I'm to be honest with you, I'm so looking forward to this. It's not even funny. I love the What Ifs as a kid. I did. I love the What If. I want to see what they do with Captain Carter. Now you got me looking at Iron Man, how that's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
They're switching everything up. Who's going to be king of Wakanda? Because now he was taken out of Wakanda.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen Guardians of the Galaxy. So it basically looks like instead of why can't I remember his name in the movie? His actual name in the movie.
Carol, Alice,
Star-Lord.
Yeah, but what's his actual name?
Chris.
No. Jason Quill.
Peter Quill. So instead of Peter Quill getting taken, T'Challa gets taken. So it's kind of interesting to see where's Peter Quill. So what ended up happening to him?
Then does Shuri become the Black Panther?
That's another question. Who knows? Maybe his father never dies and his dad's still Black Panther. I mean,
maybe.
What if?
You know what? That interrupts it because Steve is not going.
He's still with the Howling Commandos. And see, that's a whole other thing too. Remember, with them, they're back in the 40s. They're supposed to be in the 40s. So,
and
it's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh my God! You think they got an X-Men one?
No,
I don't know if they would come out with one. Huh?
They're not touching that property yet.
I don't know if they'll include them in the What Ifs. They might do after they release a movie or something for them, maybe. But
okay, what about Spider-Man?
It's still Sony. We have a contract with them for movies, but they're still Sony.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute now. Remember, it's TV rights and movie rights. So who has the TV rights?
I'm pretty sure it's still Sony.
Okay, but they're doing one with Thor too.
Because we have Thor.
You're right. So does Thor still become? It
looks like he's still. And when you look at it too, like you still have Doctor Strange as Doctor Strange. You still have the Ancient One is still there. She looks like she's alive. So I think some of them, they're still them, but I think maybe they don't go down the path that we saw them go down the path of.
It's just gonna. I mean, just a little bit nudge to the left or right, Shane, just changes everything.
Yes,
that is just amazing. I cannot wait for any of these stories. Now, a question for you. Yes. Tabling that, does anybody know anything what's going on with Scarlett Johansson and Disney? Is she?
So
Yeah.
So this is what I will say.
There's always 3 sides to every story.
There's always 3, and there's sides to this story, and everyone in the story is gonna think they're right.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I kind of see, and I'm not being biased because everyone's like, because you work for Disney. I'm not being biased. I see where Disney's coming from on their side of the whole situation. They were thinking about, and safety is our number one priority. They were thinking about families, and they wanted to give them the option of you can go to the theater or you can stay home. Our understanding so far from what I've read in articles that they did give her a set royalty for Disney Plus. Now, I could be wrong, people. I am not the news. It's what I read. Things on the internet are not always true, but this is what I've saw. But from our understanding is, is that she did get a portion of royalties from Disney Plus, and then she would continue to get royalties from the theatrical. I guess the issue is that she wanted, I guess maybe Disney Plus is making more money and she wants more of that, whereas maybe the theatrical is doing about this. Like maybe they're doing 50-50. I don't know. We don't know the numbers. But
go ahead.
But people are saying, oh, she's being greedy. People are saying, oh, she's owed that money. Again, we don't know what the contract was about. We don't know what she agreed on. At the end of the day, you signed an agreement, you signed a contract, you had to agree to this. And this is how,
And she went out and said, hey, go see Black Widow, did all this, press junket stuff. And that's why I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't, if I had the option to watch it at home, I wouldn't. Good point, Chris. Good point.
Yeah, so it's definitely a touchy subject.
$40 million. If you're leaving with $40 million, you got a pandemic, then you got a virus on top of that, and you making $40 million. Take your money. Look here.
Us broke people, you give me 10 million, I'll be happy. Okay,
Now, having said all that, did she sign the new contract, or was it?
I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing, though. With anything, if you're signing a contract, because I'm pretty sure if she didn't sign the contract, they couldn't probably release the movie when they did.
Thank you.
So, and then that puts a whole nother thing into perspective. Were they negotiating the contract as to why the movie took so long to come out? Was that another thing that was pushing the movie back? Maybe it was negotiation deals with the thing. Maybe part of it was a pandemic, yes, but I think it might have also been contract negotiation.
Yeah, you got two viruses out there.
You're right, but if she signed it,
you're making millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You made $40 million. You signed it. You went on that junket. You did your thing for the press and all this good stuff, and then you're gonna turn around.
That's part of the contract.
Yeah, but she's leaving a million. I don't care how you put it. You're leaving a millionaire. Okay, you got people struggling to make ends meet. You're making $40 million. Take your money and go.
Because I think what the contract was, she would continue. So as obviously with box office is how it works, is the movie makes money, you continue to make money off of that. But with Disney Plus, it was a set cut and that was it. And I think she wanted to continue grabbing royalties from that. But if that's what you wanted, then you should have agreed to that in the contract. Not wait until after it comes out, see how much it makes, and then be like, oh, okay, now I want more money because I see that's making money. And like I said, I get where Disney's coming from. They did this because they wanted to give people the option to go to the theater or to not go to the theater. Obviously,
I think they couldn't have waited any longer for the movie.
I don't think they could have waited. They couldn't, because then you would have had to keep pushing
$15 an hour,
and you would have had to keep pushing everything else back. Because think about it, you have other movies riding on and shows riding on this one particular movie. Yeah, it was the end to Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, leading into her sister now possibly becoming the Black Widow. But obviously, this movie was supposed to come out before Falcon and Winter Soldier because that's where we were supposed to meet Val first. So I mean, now looking at it, I feel like maybe it was COVID, maybe it's a negotiation deal as to why, you know, it took so long to come out. We don't know.
Oh, Miss Hilton. Oh. Miss Hilton.
So, you know, everyone's going to have their opinions about it. And until we know 100% what it's about, and at the end of the day, it's still none of our business because we're not making any money from it. So if they want to go head to head with it, you know, Disney came out and said what they said. She came out and said what she said.
You saw what Dwayne Johnson did.
Dwayne Johnson
said, no, I ain't.
But you want to know why he said, but see, the reason why Dwayne said no is because Dwayne's production company was doing production in Jungle Cruise. So why would he even bring up a lawsuit?
He ain't even trying to mess that up.
No, he's not going to mess it up, but he also has no reason to. So, and apparently his production company is in a whole lot of other Disney related things too. So, I mean, the brother's got it going.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what her expenses are that require her to have more than 40 million.
But at the end of the day, what does it matter? Your expenses should not exceed.
Hold on. I agree. You should be in control of your expenses. However, we don't live that lifestyle, so we don't know. However, having said that, I was her, I look more towards the future. You got this whole what if popped out. You got a whole situation now where the multiverse is all over the place. There's a possibility you could come back. Your character isn't as such as Iron Man to be.
But she's not even in What If.
And whose fault is that?
I mean, given What If was done before all of this,
they ain't gonna be in it now,
right?
Well, they'll put someone in to do her voice. But the thing is, there was still an opportunity down the road for her to come back.
We'll see. Do y'all think?
And you know, this situation happens all the time.
Yeah,
negotiations happen all the time, and they make up, and everyone's happy. So
I think unless they come out with more information, you know what? I'm going to keep open mind about it because Lily's right. We don't know the situation, don't know the whole thing. But I don't know, $40 million, and then you complain. Dude,
give me 5. I'll even take 5 million.
Yeah, that's hard to sit there and go, oh, I feel bad for her. She only makes $40 million. That's a hard sell. So
okay, having said that, would we be thinking this way if it were one of the male stars that was in this boat?
Yeah, I'd be thinking that same way.
I mean, I think we'll be thinking the same way. And I don't we don't know what the whole thing is, the whole contract situation is. If it has anything to do with her being a female, because she's the only one in the movie. So, and I'm pretty sure out of her co-stars, she still is making more money than them. Right. And I'm pretty sure.
I don't like this male-female disparity in,
But it happens. But it does happen where males do make more. But in this movie in particular, though, think about it. You have your one other or two, because I'm gonna say one. You have your one other male counterpart co-star, and then the other 3 are women. Now, out of the 4 of them, hands down, I'm pretty sure Scarlett's making more than all of them. Okay. With that being said, I'm pretty sure the rest of them are getting cuts from the theater and from the Disney Plus, and they obviously are okay with it. So why are you not okay with it?
And keep in mind that those stars, except for the sister, those other 2 stars are of a higher plateau. They've been in more serious movies. I'm quite sure 1 or 2 of them may have an award or 2. And in Hollywood, if you have an award, you're automatically paid such and such.
I think Rachel Weisz has an Academy Award, right?
I think she does, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means her pay is already here. It's like it's not even negotiable. Everything negotiable is beyond that.
Right. So, and if you don't, and if they don't want it, then they don't take it.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. If I were her, I would sit back, lay low. There's an opportunity. Maybe you pushed to come back into something else. That's something you could do.
I
But
just
they
see it
have to
as
know
don't
it's gonna
burn.
be money.
If it's one thing our mother taught us was don't burn your bridges because you don't
Amen.
know if you got to go back to where you
and
came from.
cross back
Amen.
over.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, and there was an article out there that said she was supposed to be directing and starring in
Right.
the new Tower of Terror movie, which is a Disney movie. So with this going on, will Disney drop you? Will they find someone else to do it? So it's one of those things like, why would you risk?
Isn't she under contract though for that movie?
They'll rip her contract up. They don't care. They'll find somebody else. They ain't paid her yet for it. So
I love Miss Hilton, y'all. I love Miss Hilton.
So I mean, at the end of the day, until obviously it goes to court, if Disney is gonna play that and take it to court, we will see what happens with the whole situation. But obviously, there's a lot coming out. So we got a lot coming in the next couple of years, even within the next couple of months.
I was getting ready to say in the next.
I feel like every month or every other month we're gonna be in a theater. We're gonna be.
Put it this way: Taming Nat, Shang-Chi. Now, Drew thinks is going to make what, $1 billion?
It's going to. Look where the primary action for this is. Where is it at?
So let's talk about it. I want to talk about Shang-Chi. I'm gonna ask you this, Moss.
Okay.
Because I asked Drew and he got it wrong the first time I asked him. What Marvel movie was the first movie we saw the 10 rings?
I think you have to rephrase that question.
No, I don't. He knows what I'm talking about. Don't say nothing, Drew. Don't say nothing, Drew. Just shush. Don't say nothing. No. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. He's thinking about. Let him think about it. Okay, let me rephrase. No, because I know the way you're gonna phrase is gonna give it away. What movie?
No, I'm not.
Yes, it is. Just shush. Just shush. Just shush. Just shush. I'll rephrase it. Don't say nothing. What movie did we see the 10 rings first?
Nope. That's
not physically the person, but the 10 rings.
Referenced.
It couldn't have been. It was a Doctor Strange?
Nope.
Oh, there's an answer from our people.
Don't. It was Doctor Strange. Kimberly, we talked about this.
Doctor Strange.
Anybody else watching want to give it a win?
Yeah, unless it was Loki or Thor.
I'm not saying anything.
Now you're really pushing for it.
Drew got it right in the second answer he gave me. But I'll say it again in case anyone didn't hear me. When did we first see signs of the 10 rings? No cheating, Moss.
No, I'm just counting.
Thought you was on your laptop.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, I'm no.
Hey,
My hands are here.
Keep your hands in there. I don't want to see him typing no one. I'll give you 30 more seconds.
Oh, let me go to sleep.
WandaVision?
No.
I'm not saying until you get it right. You got 20 seconds.
Hold on.
Oh my, that's gonna be forever. Oh my god, it's gonna be forever.
Nope, I'm out.
All right.
You sure you don't want to think about it? Maybe iron it over a little bit.
The first time we saw the 10 rings was in the first Iron Man movie.
Ah. Show them the picture. You got a picture of it?
So let me see if I can find one. So the first time we see the 10 rings in the first Iron Man movie is when he gets kidnapped and they're doing the video and the 10 rings are behind him in the video. And then you continue to see them throughout the Marvel MCU in little Easter eggs.
So how did Tony Stark wind up with the 10 rings?
Because he was kidnapped in Afghanistan. And remember that video they made for Obadiah was to say, oh, you didn't tell us that he was here. Now it's going to cost you more.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah.
Here, I'm going to show you the picture here.
I think they were supposed to kill Tony, but
they weren't supposed to kill him.
So they know who he was. They said, oh, it's going to cost you more.
Right.
He escaped.
All right, here we go.
Oh, by the way, I want to say for the record, me and Miss Williams were thinking the same thing. So she loves me. I don't care what you say.
There you go.
Oh.
That is the 10 Rings logo.
Okay.
Now, I did some more research. So the man, what?
No, go ahead.
So the Mandarin that we see in Iron Man 3 is not the real Mandarin. Now, I don't know for sure if we're going to see the Mandarin in Shang-Chi. We may.
Yeah, you're gonna see him.
Yeah, because he was literally just an imposter. Now, from my understanding is when the real Mandarin found out that he was being impostered,
right?
He didn't like that. He didn't like that, and apparently didn't turn out too good for that actor.
I didn't like because I thought it was the real Mandarin in Iron Man 3, and then I was kind of disappointed on that because Mandarin is a bad dude in the comic books. He man, that one kind of irked me. But it was funny though.
Yeah, it was all right. Iron Man 3 wasn't my favorite movie.
No, it wasn't mine either.
Wasn't my favorite movie.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Shang-Chi, I have another question for you. Moss, you may not know this one because I know you didn't watch this show. But there was talks of Abomination's in the 10 Rings trailer. And everyone's like, well, where has he been? Like, it's been all these years and no talks of the Abomination. Right. Drew, I'm going to ask you this question because,
oh boy, here we go.
We're S.H.I.E.L.D. siblings. Who mentioned where Abomination was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Who mentioned it?
Yeah. I will warn you right now, you probably have to go back as far as season 2.
Ooh, it's pretty far back.
I don't like Lily trying
it's gotta be
stupid.
It's gotta be Coulson.
Correct. Correct. Who is he threatening with it though?
Oh, Living Ward.
Yes. Good job. You remembered, boss.
Moss didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, I thought.
So, if anyone's seen S.H.I.E.L.D.,
I tried to watch a couple times and I went to sleep.
If anyone's seen S.H.I.E.L.D., it's probably just me and Drew. Coulson does threaten Ward and says to Ward, I will send you to guard Barrow's cryo jail, basically. And he's in I think it's Alaska. It's Alaska where they're hiding the Abomination. I am interested.
In Alaska, he's not on the raft?
No.
They mention in S.H.I.E.L.D. that he is in a cryo chamber in Alaska. So I'm wondering how they're gonna introduce Abomination, how he's gonna come out, because obviously he's fighting people. So who broke him out? Oh, wait, you know what that makes me think of then? If S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer S.H.I.E.L.D., then there's no one to keep Abomination where he is.
Then was it Ross probably took over, just like they did with the raft and things like that. So there's too many powerful enemies out there. So my guess is Ross took over, but they better find out because Black Widow was right. He looked like he about to die.
He did. He really did. He did not look good.
Third bypass?
He did not look good.
I mean, he too stressed out. So, okay. So do y'all think, well, no, I already asked that because Mr. Man thinks he's on the moon still.
In case no one knows, all for our new viewers, my brother and, Moss's, I don't know why you're friends with him, but your friend there thinks that Captain America is on the moon.
Listen, when it comes out that he is, I won't hear nothing.
And when it comes out that he's not, can we put you in a insane asylum?
Okay, plenty of room.
I've been trying to do that for years. His life has been
If he's
shielded.
not in the moon, he's up in space.
Can we put you in an insane asylum?
If he's not in the moon, he's in space. So
Do you think there's a chance Chris Evans will come back for Captain America 4?
No, because it's gonna be whatchamacallit? It's gonna be Sam.
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to do all that work. Remember,
I don't think they're gonna do. I don't know. Well, obviously we know we're getting another Captain America movie, but it's going to be with Sam. I don't. If
What about
any,
Winter Soldier? You think he's going to be in
He
it?
might show up, but it might be a scroll. But he might show up
what is with you in the scrolls? Why does everybody have to be a scroll?
because everybody is.
Oh my god!
Boss,
Yes, the Skrulls did do an invasion. Yes, they did take over the superheroes, the enemies. They infiltrated the
I
government.
just don't want everyone to be a
all the way down
scroll.
to the DNA. I mean, they went. The Skrulls did microscopic. They went all the way down to their DNA because they did it to the X-Men too. They did it with Wolverine. Brain patterns, everything. It was pretty good.
Sharon Carter's a scroll.
Apparently, but we don't know yet.
Sharon Carter's a scroll.
She's not a scroll.
She's a scroll.
She's not a scroll.
Boss.
We don't know for sure if she is a scroll.
Boss.
I think she's a scroll because there's no way you could walk away.
We're not having this conversation again. We're not doing this. We're not.
We cannot all you want. It doesn't change the fact that she's a scroll.
She's not a scroll.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Everybody out there, if you agree with me that Sharon Carter is a scroll.
No.
Let me know.
Anyway, in other news, Feige, my favorite person. I love
Scroll.
you, Feige. Love you, Feige. I feel like he is a scroll. I feel like he is a scroll.
Scroll.
So Kevin Feige here.
Scroll.
If no one knows, Kevin Feige is basically like the CEO or whatever of Marvel, okay? And Feige thinks that Feige, I'm not bad mouthing you, I promise you, buddy. I'm okay with this. These other two people on this show are not okay with this.
I am not okay with this.
So Feige has come out and said that they do not plan on releasing a trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I will say my opinion, and then the two of you can say your opinion. Here's how I see it. There's so much going on, or I think that's going to go on in this movie. Like, we know, as far as we know right now, we're having 3 Spider-Mans. We're having Andrew Garfield. We're having Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and
May I see my co-host?
What? Give me a second. So we're gonna have Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire, who I can't stand. And then we're supposed to have Doctor Strange. There's supposed to be a glimpse of Wanda, and Loki's supposed to be in this. That's a lot of people for this movie. Given, okay, yeah, fine, we had Endgame, and there's like 40 people in there. But I'm just saying, for this solo movie of Spider-Man, that's a lot of people for a supposed to be solo movie. I don't want a trailer because I feel like even a little bit of that trailer will ruin the movie, and I want to be surprised because there's so many people there. But my other co-people here think that there needs to be a trailer because only good movies come out with trailers, which not all good movies come out with trailers. But go ahead and voice your opinion because we're all going to disagree.
Okay. Now, I didn't say exactly that. What I said was one thing that could happen when you do release a trailer or you don't show the movie to the press beforehand is because it's a bad movie. Now, meaning some movies, they show the trailer, all the action scenes in the movie are in the trailer. So it's not a good sign. Not saying it's not a bad sign.
I think Feige knows what he's doing. He's gotten us this far.
Can I finish? It's not a good sign to not have a trailer. Having said that, it's possible that you're correct. They just don't want to leak anything out. But there's got to be a way to give a 30-second piece without giving up your secrets. Moss?
I don't know.
I think it's stupid. I think it's a mistake. I like trailers, so I know I have an idea what I'm going to watch. And so, if I'm.
But why do you need an idea of what you're going to watch, though? Why can't you just go into the movie and watch it without a trailer?
I want an idea because I am cheap.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. See?
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
See? He's right. It's not a positive move. There's going to be.
And I agree with Mr.
Okay.
Carter.
Okay. If there's going to be leaks now.
But
I did my I've done my research. All other Marvel movies. Wait. All other Marvel movies that have come out have had a trailer 6 months or more in advance. We're less than 4 months away from this movie coming out, and there's been no leaks and there's been no trailer.
No confirmed leaks.
Have you seen anything besides your stupid one Casimir who quit and was disgruntled, and you found an article that there was a leak physically of the movie title, or not movie title, but of what the movie's supposed to be about?
You just told my entire secret. That's a possibility.
It's not. Like, it hasn't stuck. It's not anywhere. It's not anywhere. It hasn't stuck. There's nothing about it anywhere.
Hey, doesn't mean it's not true.
Okay. And let me ask you this. What are you going to do if they don't release a trailer? You're not going to go to a movie?
I don't like the Spider-Man, Tom Holland and Spider-Man anyway, so it ain't going to bother me.
Why wouldn't you? He's the best Spider-Man we've had.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, if you freaking say Tobey Maguire, I'm buying a plane ticket and I'm flying up there.
Tobey Maguire.
I'm going to mute him.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think each Spider-Man has a good point in their timeline. I'll be honest with you. I'll be totally honest with you. I have one reason why I don't like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I have one reason.
Because he did that embarrassing, stupid dance move in the one movie.
Well, that's too.
Are you kidding?
Okay. No. Here's one bad thing about.
Gosh, God, I love Mr. Carter.
He's got one thing that hang on. I'm sorry, that popped up. He's got one thing that I didn't like. Andrew Garfield. I thought the story with Andrew Garfield and Gwen was great, and his guilt of having her involved carried with him into the next movie. I thought that was great. And then Tom plays the innocent young guy who wants to get approval, wants to be liked, and wants to be famous. And
okay, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Let's go ahead and I think we only have like one other news we got to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about these 3 Spider-Man movies, okay? And we're gonna and here in Moss, I need you to be logical, okay? Be logical with me.
30 years, he ain't gonna be logical.
I'm gonna ask you a question here. Now, in the comics, here's a comic question.
Okay.
In the comics, what age is Spider-Man? Around what age group is he?
I think he was 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
Right now?
No. I'm talking about in the comics when Spider-Man.
But when he first started out,
he was a kid, right? Okay. Now when you see Tobey Maguire, they started him out way older. What was he? Was it like, I think the first movie he was in the end of high school?
I think he was in his senior.
He was in his senior year.
Junior going into his senior year.
Right. He was in his senior year of high school. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number one. Now I'm not saying Tobey Maguire is a bad actor, but here's my thing. Number one, Tobey Maguire was way older to play that character. I'm sorry. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the age. He's supposed to be in high school. These look like people who got held back 6 or 7 times and are still in high school. Okay. Just putting that out there. Number two, there was just things Tobey Maguire did that made me cringe. You know when you see somebody do something, it's just cringy. Like, that's Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. He's cringy. Now, I will say I like his villains. I liked Green Goblin. great villain for that Spider-Man, and I like the storyline. Storyline was great. I don't have anything against the movie. I have everything against Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire was not a good fit to me as Spider-Man. He did not. Now, if Tom Holland's version never came out, and it was between the two, I would pick Andrew Garfield hands down for Spider-Man. Why are you huffing? What are you huffing for?
May I make my point now? I like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I thought the first one was a great movie. To me, it was not cringeworthy. Well, his third movie was, but his first one, I thought he is good. Thank you, Miss Hilton. But I thought he was a very good Spider-Man. I liked it. I liked the plot. I liked the whole. I kind of didn't like the ending because then he kind of blew her off. But I liked him. I thought he did a fantastic job. Garfield, I thought he was pathetic. I ain't like him and Gwen. I
thought they were the best version of Gwen. And that was the best version of Gwen too.
The best version of Gwen is when she fell down that daggone pipe, snapped her neck. That was the best one, I thought.
I thought she popped her head.
Yeah, bumped her head or whatever. I like that one.
Y'all messed up.
Version of Gwen.
Yeah, but I like Spider-Man. He saved Mary Jane, all that good stuff. I was all on board. Thank you, Miss Hilton.
But you don't think to more fit the aspect of the comics that Tom Holland is that?
I thought it because Peter Parker's supposed to look wimpy.
But he's supposed to be a kid.
He's not a kid if he's graduating from high school.
But this Tom Holland is still in high school.
He got out of high school and graduated and was going to college.
He's not going to college. He's not in college. He's still in high school.
Maguire in the movie was going to college.
Yeah, but in the comics, he wasn't going. He was still in high school.
What are you talking about?
But they moved forward in the movie.
Talking about which one?
I'm saying that Tom Holland's aspect of Spider-Man is more accurate than Tobey Maguire's.
He's still in high school. Andrew Garfield graduated in the second movie.
Yes.
And then so did Tobey Maguire.
Maguire graduated in the first movie.
What happened?
Tobey Maguire graduated in the first movie.
I think they moved. Here's my thing. I think they moved him.
You didn't see it. You didn't see it.
You did see the graduation. You did see the graduation.
You did see it.
Yeah, they were in their cap and gowns. I remember they had black cap and gowns. They did do the graduation because the grandma and everybody was there.
And the Green Goblin, was there.
Mm-hmm.
If you need something.
I remember that.
Blah.
Yeah, because he was like,
because they got a loft and blah blah. And
because that's when they end up moving in together and yeah. So
thank you, Miss Hilton. No, Miss Hilton.
At the end of the day, Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is more accurate than the other two.
You want to know why?
I disagree.
Because probably a whole bunch of people were high and drunk and they had nothing else better to do with their day.
No, but it made sense.
I disagree because Tom Holland's version, he's not growing. They're staying at him being in high school. So these other two has Peter Parker.
He's had 2 movies.
Hold on.
They sucked.
But he's still.
They got better reviews than yours.
Hold on.
But they made more money. When it first came out, it was the #1 grossing freaking movie in America. Thank you very much.
I thought it was Titanic.
I don't know.
Titanic.
Okay. Here we go.
I thought it was Titanic.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is still in high school, right?
That background.
Now he's got another 5 years to do. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire graduated. So they are more of a man than Tom Holland.
But wait. The first movie, he's still in high school.
Hold on. And so was Andrew Garfield. But they eventually moved on.
Okay,
So
they haven't moved on yet.
The next two movies, they were adults. So you're kind of comparing apples to oranges because the age is different. Now, the one thing I like about Tom, his movies, they didn't dwell on Uncle Ben dying, which I loved because how many times can you tell that story?
Yeah, Batman.
So that's what I like.
How many times we got to see Batman's parents die?
Really? Is that where you're going, Miss Deadpool? How many times you got to talk about his girlfriend? How many times you got to talk about his wife? How many times she got to die? 3, 4, 5 times. How many times you going to the X Mansion and you don't see no
cannot work with these people
except in 20 seconds of the
so
movie. Is that where you want to go, Deadpool?
I just think there's a lot of from both and all of them that was pretty good. The one thing about Tobey I didn't like was the webbing that came out of him. But that's not his fault. That's Sam Raimi's fault. Second thing, Andrew, he wasn't really I couldn't find out where he was because I didn't feel he was young. I didn't feel he was old. It's kind of that way. However, his chemistry with Gwen was great. Tobey's chemistry with Mary Jane wasn't bad either, but I think theirs was a little bit better. It seemed to be more explored. Plus, his guilt with her carried over to the next movie. I thought was perfect. Every time we turn around, his father kept popping up.
I don't know why he watched violent movies because he's such a romantic. I mean, the killer
and the last,
or anybody that could die, he gonna
Tom
follow.
Holland. Can you mute him, please? Tom Holland. His movies where they show him excited about being Spider-Man. They didn't show that in the other two.
He's still going to sit there.
So they didn't show that in the other two. So I think each one has a good point to them. Of all the movies, I thought how Garfield's number 2 played out was great. However, I thought Doc Ock from Tobey's Spider-Man was the best villain.
Okay, yeah, I want to point something out. They said they're bringing back Electrode. I swear to God, if they put him back in that same costume, I'm going to riot.
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to look.
If you
Yeah,
say
they don't have to put him in like the Loki, like comic book Loki outfit. But like, I can't with his costume.
I don't know, but it's supposed to be his normal face. And then for Maguire Spider-Man, they're bringing in Doc Ock. And they're going to do the age. It's Alfred, but they're going to do the aging Alfred Molina, but they're going to de-age his face to do that. So
yeah, because it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be Dr. Ock. I think they're supposed to be doing. Is it Rhino or whatever his name is? Or?
Yeah, they're doing the Sinister Six. Is basically what they're
doing. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's gonna be
good. But how are you going to do that? Dr. Octopus is dead.
Not in the MCU.
Did you miss all this? Hello? Did you not see what happened with Loki?
Multiverse of madness.
Yeah, that affects everything. So what happens is that happens in Doctor. They were Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange doesn't know what's going down. He's also what's going on here, and then
tabling this whole Spider-Man incident. Although Tobey's better. Do you think Doctor Strange movie is going? Do you think that's going to be good?
Yes.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be
good. and I think it's not the end of it.
Or because she's going insane, she's gonna kill him.
I think this movie's gonna be. It's gonna be dark.
They're gonna clean some.
I think that movie's gonna be very dark.
It's not gonna be the end of it. It's not the end of it.
Yeah, that movie's gonna be dark.
Carry over with Kang. Kang is gonna be I think Kang's the big bad this series of movies.
I wonder who they're gonna bring back for it, quote unquote, the Avengers, because they're gonna have to bring the Avengers together to fight Kang.
It's gonna be
Thor's still alive.
It's gonna be the new people. Don't look at the old people. You might have Thor in it, but you're not gonna have any of the old people.
Hulk is still alive, so he's
not coming. Sam. He's not coming.
Who?
He's retired. He's not coming.
Who's not coming?
Hulk. You might see the new one.
I think Hawkeye would. Well, no, you're right, because they're coming out with the Hawkeye series, and I think he's giving it to that young lady to take over for him.
I'm so not ready for that show.
And then you're going to see. I
don't know.
You're going to see Lang's daughter's going to be in it. That I think.
Ant-Man and Wasp, the Quantum Realm, something.
Yeah.
Into Quantum Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not until next year. So that might fix everything, or at least solve it to where.
Or that might go.
Crazy.
See, that's like a whole nother thing. It's like we don't know when season 2 of Loki's coming out. That's the whole thing. Like, is it gonna come out before? Is it gonna come out after? Where is it coming out? And then it's like,
I don't think it's gonna involve with it. I think it's gonna be about the Judge and female Loki.
Before I forget, on Disney Plus, they have in chronological order, even with the Black Widow movie,
mhm.
how everything goes up to Endgame. They put it the Black Widow movie where it belongs, literally right after Civil War.
Yep.
And they put Loki before WandaVision.
I didn't know. That I didn't see.
Because like Loki happens before WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Or happens during WandaVision. Right, but I think it's like...
I think it starts and then WandaVision.
That last episode happens right at the end of Wanda.
If you blend them together, when Kang is sitting at the desk and he's doing all this stuff, like what the hell is he doing? You split it with the WandaVision, and it's WandaVision happening.
I did not like the character Kang in Loki.
Because I think he wasn't.
Because that's the nice one.
That's supposed to be the nice variant of Kang, and he wasn't what we expected. Because we all expected coming in, he's gonna be in this suit, and he's gonna be like, we all came in expecting that, and I think we're still gonna get that. We're gonna get that because now this version of Kang, who is probably keeping all these other Kangs concealed or where they need to be at, he's not there to do that anymore. So now that's where all hell is about to break loose.
So does Loki turn into a good guy?
Yes.
I mean,
or he turns into an anti-hero, one of the two.
I mean, he's always been kind of an anti-hero.
He's never really a bad guy. He just
he killed millions of people, Drew.
Why do you keep going back to that? So did the Avengers.
If you watch Loki specifically, he says, I wasn't one trying to be bad. It just, but it was. But
so you kill a million people. Guys, I know I killed a million people, but it really wasn't supposed to be bad. Are you kidding me?
What's he got to lie? He's got no reason to lie. He's got no weapon.
I'm told about the whole Gwen Stacy bumping her head and dying, but you're going this after a million people get killed? Are you kidding?
Okay, the Avengers have killed people too. Maybe not willingly, but people have died.
Okay, but they didn't intentionally kill a million people.
I don't think it was a million people.
Yes.
Who a million people?
On Asgard. He's got killed people in the Frost Giants. He killed a whole bunch of people on Earth.
I don't think it was a million people. I think you're kind of over exaggerating that number.
He was killing people for fun. Put it that way.
No, he wasn't. Who was he killing on Asgard?
Who did he kill on Asgard?
He killed what? Wow, what did he kill?
Now he don't know. No.
He sent that guy upstairs to go kill whoever. Hold on. He was looking for love of his father, Odin. God.
He's traumatized. See, Tony gets it. He's traumatized. Let the man live.
But he didn't kill anyone. Yeah, he sent the guy up the wrong stairs because what's gonna say? If you sent him the other way, you might.
He killed one person. You talking about he killed multiple people on Asgard?
Inadvertently.
He helped kill people on Earth. He demanded these people come down. I think season about reparations. It might be, but he commanded these aliens to come down and start killing people. Come on now.
Because he wanted the attention of being ruler. He couldn't rule Asgard, so
I wanted attention of being a millionaire, but I ain't gonna go kill a million people.
Are you done? Are you done? On that note, we didn't get to get there, but Venom is also coming out. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
I haven't seen the first one. And I have no desire to see them.
The first one's good.
See, number one, Drew is just too romantic.
Anyway, I know we only have a minute left, but I got a quick little 2-minute clip of the new Venom movie. I'm pretty sure our viewers will appreciate to see the trailer of the new Venom movie.
Run it.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that while you over there fix your face.
All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
Lady here. We should be out there snacking on bad guys. I am a predator. I need to be free.
You have got to get control of your aggression. Or you will get hauled off into Area 51. You live in my body. You live by my rules.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it so I can play it again. You are a loser.
Eddie Brock, I want to give you my story. People love serial killers. Please, why me? What's mine is yours. And what's yours is mine. I have tasted blood before, and that is not it. All I ever wanted in this world is carnage. I'm not a crazy man. I am a vengeful one.
Oh, shit!
Whoa, where you going?
That is a red one!
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody!
Promise!
I promise!
Oh, yeah!
Betty, you feel like home to me. Like family.
Oh, wow!
You could just say I'm happy for you.
That was going to be us!
I am happy for you.
No!
God, I'm so sorry.
Not sorry!
This dude needs some serious couples counseling.
Okay,
And there you have
before we get off the air, who put up there that they're not looking forward to seeing Venom?
Tony.
Hey, Tony, before we go, at least give a reason why you're not looking forward to Venom, if you can hear me. Yes.
What's his name? What's I can't remember the actor's name. Not Tom Hardy. What's the other guy's name?
Oh, the guy from Star Wars and everything.
Is it Willie Harrelson?
Yes.
Yes, he is Carnage. He is now. And it'll be quick because I know we're kind of going over. I don't know if anyone noticed when Venom transforms versus Carnage. You can tell that Venom and Tom Hardy are two separate things, whereas Carnage and Woody Harrelson's is one. They don't transform the same way. They transform differently.
I'm going to sit there and when I get to watch Venom,
just rewatch the trailer of them transforming. They transform differently.
Right.
And someone pointed out because Carnage and I can't remember the guy's name. Carnage and him are one. They are one body, whereas Venom and Tom Hardy's they're separate. They're two entities.
Well, they're separate. Well, now they were merged with each other,
right? But now they're two separate,
right.
Whereas Carnage and him are one. But anyway, well, that's a whole nother topic we'll get into another day. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. We will be back next week, maybe same time, definitely same place.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and share with everybody.
As much as y'all do. These two guys, the Marvelous Duo.
Do it.
All
Do it before we go.
Right. We hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.
Do it.